guess where I just woke up? St. Augustine, Florida. Let's sit in this little gazebo and talk. I'm at this little bed and breakfast and it's right on the bay. My room's right here. So we are in Florida for a friend's wedding. Jordy is a groomsman in this wedding. And this wedding is tomorrow, which is Tuesday, and also me and Jordy's anniversary. I'm gonna see Jordy tomorrow night for our anniversary, obviously. But since he's a groomsman, he's doing like, you know, there's all the guys who are in an Airbnb, et cetera, but he's my companion for Southwest, so we can fly together for free. So I was like, obviously, we're not gonna pay for 2 flights. I'm gonna come to Florida early with you, and then I'm gonna drive up to where there's a lighthouse in St. Augustine, which is why I planned the whole thing, because a lighthouse. So I have so many things I want to do, and today is our main day to do them. I have planned out a whole list and then a whole bonus list of additional things if we have time. And I tried my best to wake up this morning. I'm on the East Coast, which is 3 hours time difference. So I woke up at 7:30, which is 4:30 in my internal clock. I could not fall asleep last night because I want to try to squeeze in everything I can. It's already 9, so we gotta get going. You know what? I'm gonna grab my stuff. We'll walk and talk so that we cannot waste a single minute of this day. How about that? Let's do that. I'm gonna grab my stuff. So apparently St. Augustine is the oldest city in America. Maybe you knew that. I didn't know that. But I was looking at like where to go and I saw the lighthouse here. Oh, this is such a cute little inn. I told Jordy, I'm like, so what do you know about St. Augustine? He goes, oldest city in America. And I was like, really? I thought that would be like Boston or like somewhere up there. And no, it's literally here. I want to do so many things, guys. There's the Fountain of Youth. There's like a crocodile farm. I found a lot of really good food. Of course, my main thing is the lighthouse, seeing sailboats, antiques. I'm gonna make this very girly. Okay, I'm walking to where I parked, and we actually have to park kind of far away. I assume not a lot of parking lots if a lot of this was built before cars. I don't know, that's just an assumption. Also, the parking lot is right next to something called the oldest house on the maps. Using context clues here, I think that might be the oldest house. I got in late last night, so I couldn't really see any of this. Like, I couldn't even see that all these houses were beautiful colors. Look at that. But speaking of getting in late last night, here's what you missed. I felt like a full day travel day because we left our house at 7:30 a.m. to drive to the airport. We landed here 7 p.m. because of the time difference. I'm taking a different way than I walked yesterday. Anywho, landed, I got my own car, I picked it up at the airport because I rented through Turo, and then I made the 2-hour drive here. So I got here at 11 p.m. Isn't that crazy? Just like the whole day. And here's my cutie little car. Oh wow, listen to that bird up there. As I mentioned, I got this car delivered to me at the airport, which was so convenient, and I picked a cute car. This is a nice new 2024. There's like a big display screen, which is always something I look for in rental cars, and I got it through Turo. You know who's obsessed with Turo? Is my dad. He's such a car guy. With Turo, you can pick the exact car you're gonna get. Like, you can read every single little thing about it, see all the photos, know exactly the car, whereas like normally if you just rent at a counter, they say like, oh, you'll get a SUV, and you don't know what it's gonna be. So when he goes on trips, he likes to like rent a fun car from Turo and get like cool convertible or whatever to get to drive it for the weekend. I do love the convenience of it. It's really nice to not have to like go to a counter. You can pick it up from anywhere in the city, or you can have it actually delivered right to the airport. So what I did is I got off the plane and just went over to the economy lot, and there was on my app exactly where the car is. There was a lockbox on the window. I just opened the lockbox, grabbed the key, and boom. It was really convenient and easy. And now I have this car for the whole little time that I'm here. I'll drop it back off at the airport after the wedding when we fly out and we go to the next wedding in Austin. Apparently Turo can come to over 170 different airports in the US. And I'm gonna have a link if you are needing to book a car for a trip or for anything else. I was actually looking the other day because if you know, something I might consider asking for my birthday is going back to Arizona to go to the Anthropology Home Outlet, but I would need to rent like a box truck or something like that to fit furniture, and it literally was the best and cheapest option for me to rent that through Turo. They have like actual like box trucks beyond just trips. If there's a special occasion or like a specific type of car you need for something, or like a big van for you and a ton of girls to take a road trip or whatever that is, it's a great option to look into. So I'm gonna have that link for you guys, and we are going to go to our first stop. Guess what I found last night? A wellness bakery and cafe that is fully gluten-free. I love solo trips. This is where we're headed, Alms and Fair. It's only an 8-minute drive, and that's probably the furthest we'll go unless we go to the beach over here later. The lighthouse is on this little area. I'm staying here. Old Town is here-ish, and then the beaches are over here. So everything's kind of in this little, you know, area. But this is where we are going first. Okay, look at this. Isn't this nice? We are off. Oh my gosh, look how cute. And it's literally across from the Fountain of Youth. Or that's just a sign for it. I don't actually know. I'm not from here. Okay, it was so cute in there. There was loud music and, you know, only like one other person and a lot of employees, so I felt we were doing a taste test in there, so we're doing a taste test in the car. I kind of let her choose which pastries, and she was like, my favorite is the coffee cake, and people rave about the cinnamon roll. Admittedly, the cinnamon roll looked mid until she put this frosting on it. She was like, do you want frosting? And I was like, oh, yeah. And now it looks insanely good. Look at that. Look at that frosting. It's like, looks like brown sugar. I also got an avocado toast that has red pepper and raw honey. And then I got a latte with their house-made gingerbread syrup. Okay. Nothing is going to come close to Bub's cinnamon roll in New York City, but that frosting looks pretty dang good. Whoa. Consistency is very crumbly. Taste, like flavor, is very good. Let's try this coffee cake. Oh, that texture is great. Oh my gosh, I almost just lost him. That's a good bread. Okay, the Fountain of Youth is across the street. So I'm gonna eat this, then I think we go there. Literally so many peacocks here. Like I've already seen 30 and I've barely made it through the front. Entry's not cheap. It was $22 for an adult ticket, but it's a lot bigger of a property than I was expected. The peacocks are really cool. When's opening? Wait. It's literally the coolest thing I've ever seen. I just learned that Ponce de Leon made this exact cross in the ground, and it's 15 stones this way and 13 stones this way to mark the year 1513 and claim this land for Spain. And this is the exact water that they would drink, and you could drink it. And people lived to be like almost 90 years old, so they thought it would help you stay youthful for a long time. I did Google last night, does Florida have very sulfuric water? Because the water in my hotel smelled very much like sulfur. And then I was Googling just like, you know, general things about the Fountain of Youth. One of the top things that I saw was that it is known to have a very, very, very sulfur taste, and it's quite an experience to drink. So, oh, it actually doesn't smell like sulfur at all. It does taste minerally. Kind of just tastes like tap water, TBH. Now if you catch me looking young, I didn't get Botox. I drank the Fountain of Youth. Everything here kind of has specific show times. I don't know if they're all like movies that play, but one of the employees was like, oh, the Globe starts in 8 minutes. But I'd kind of rather walk the grounds. Is that bad? Hi, friend. You're so beautiful. I'm not going to get too close to you because I hear you're very territorial. But you're a handsome man. You really are. I like your headpiece. They were able to recreate what a little kind of village looked like for the native people here. It's cool to see. We found a church, the original Missions Church. Wow. 1573. Okay, I just got to the center of town. I didn't realize that the Fountain of Youth is on Magnolia Street, which is something else I had saved because it's a street where like all the trees completely arch over the top. So it was fun to drive down that. And now I'm going to walk St. George Street, which seems like the most like walkable, shoppable, old little street. So I should start right here. Let's go see. Walking through a beautiful kind of center square though. You can hear the church bells. It's 11 a.m. It's really pretty. Both the churches are going off at the same time. One of them's late. Let's see which one. According to an iPhone. They're both early. It's 10:59. I've made it about halfway down St. George Street. There are a lot of chain stores and a lot of like kind of like tourist souvenir shops. A handful of restaurants. I'm trying to find something that is like, I don't know, a little more one-off to go into. Like there's an Earthbound Trading right here, which we have those in Texas. I don't know if you've ever been into one of those. And then it's like general stores like this. You know, this type of vibe. Okay, this looks more up my alley. Local honey and apothecary, beekeeper owned. Let's go see what that's like. This is cool. This is the Arcade of Professional Craftsmen, and this, ooh, pick a pearl out of an oyster. I saw like leather goods down here, which is cool. Signage. I've seen a lot of tiki masks here that Jordy would probably love for his studio if I could get him home. And I've made it to the end of St. George Street. I'm just kind of walking through. There's like kind of patios that jet off that are all filled with additional other shops. I'm just maximizing seeing as much as I can. And it's beautiful. The thing is the lighthouse, we got to kind of drive across the water to that other little jut of land. And over there I found the cutest afternoon coffee and cutest taco spot for lunch, possibly. The taco spot doesn't list gluten-free, but they seem like the type that would be, so I'm gonna go and ask. But I'm still pretty full from my avocado toast. I only took really one bite of each pastry and had the avocado toast. I'm not gonna lie, I did not like the coffee, so I didn't drink the coffee this morning. So part of me is like, okay, caffeine could be nice. So there's a chance maybe we do lighthouse coffee lunch, which is very out of the norm for me. I'm always coffee after lunch, never before. But waking up at the equivalent of 4:30 a.m. my time today and not being able to fall asleep last night, I am feeling it, let me tell you what. Also, I kind of want to go to the lighthouse in the daytime and at sunset. We'll see. I'm getting ahead of myself. I can't see it through the trees, but I just parked at the lighthouse, and guys, I have always wanted to see a spiral lighthouse. Some people call it like a barber pole, where it's like almost like a candy cane, and I've never seen one. And this is high up on my bucket list. You have to pay to enter, but then you get to go to the top for free before we go to the lighthouse. I have devastating news. If you follow my channel, you know I'm obsessed with my lighthouse passport. It's one of my most prized possessions. I can't find it. I've been looking and looking and looking, and I can't find it. I'm holding out hope that I'll find it someday. But I asked if they are selling lighthouse passports, and she said that they've been sold out for 2 months and can't get more. And I'm like, ah. And I told her what happened. I'm like, I lost my lighthouse passport. And she's like, I'm gonna give you stamps, and then when you find it, you could put it in your passport. So I got my stamps to put in my lighthouse passport when I find it. Devastation aside, let's go see it in person now. Okay, let's go up it. Let's go up to the top. Lighthouses are a sport. I'm only halfway up. Still 106 more steps to go. Okay. Oh my gosh. Literally, I could stay up here all day. Like, I wish I brought a picnic. I think they'd kick me out, but I'm so happy. Just walking around the grounds. They have like a little kind of snack shack and a spot where they're fixing up old boats. And the thing that I'm really excited to go into is the actual lighthouse keeper's house. It's right on property. This is like one of the more inland lighthouses that I've seen, which is really interesting. That's probably why it's so tall. It's also just one of the taller ones that I've walked up, I think. I feel like normally, I don't know, the house is so far away from the lighthouse itself because it's like kind of on like a jutted cliffside that's not stable enough to build a house, so the house is like a couple acres away. So this one is cool to see the house right next to it. Oh, I mean, just look at it. Let's go see this lighthouse keeper's house. Oh no, I want these. The U.S. Lighthouse Service cutlery. Oh my gosh, if these are common, Southern California, if these are common, I have to find at least a replica for my house. Can you imagine? This is a really nice lighthouse keeper's house. Wow. Hello. Oh my gosh, guys, I just reverse image searched it and I found some of this one on eBay. Let's see. My reception's terrible. False alarm. Dang it. I'll find one. I'm just sitting at this dreamy little picnic table cut in between all these ferns underneath the trees with the lighthouse behind them. It's magical. The crazy thing is I needed coffee so bad, but now that I'm here, I am so re-energized. I might have to go pick out a little souvenir from the gift shop on our way out. We're also very close to the crocodile, alligator. I always ask Jordy, what's the difference between a crocodile and an alligator? And he always tells me, this one's freshwater, this one's saltwater, this one has teeth on the inside, this one has teeth on the outside. I can't keep it straight. St Augustine Alligator Farm and Zoological Park. I just don't want to leave the lighthouse, but today's our only day and we have so much to explore. My list is longer than we could ever accomplish in a day. I think I have to leave the lighthouse. I just took my coin purse out of my bag this morning to make it not as heavy, but oh no, that would have been so fun to have. Okay, I just remembered I have to go get some things posted for a campaign that's going live today, so I need good reception, and so I'm gonna go to the coffee shop first before we do anything else. I found a spot called Flamingo Coffee. I think it's like a coffee wine bar. It looks very pink, very kind of like Palm Springsy, and it's not far at all. So that's where I want to go. But I did get a souvenir. You want to see what souvenir I chose? You're gonna die. It's a lighthouse pencil sharpener. I'm gonna put it in my makeup bag and use it as my eyeliner pencil sharpener. Essential. Something that I will use, okay? Okay. Was delicious. I've got all the work things settled that I need to for the day so we can keep on playing. I really was planning to go get a taco for lunch, but at this point it's already 2 p.m. and I'm still full from brunch, and I'm so excited about the spot I found for dinner, and I really want to have a big appetite for dinner. The spot I found for dinner is called Llama, and I was debating our next steps, kind of on the fence about going to the Aligator Farm because it's pretty expensive. It's $35.99 a ticket. Feels hefty. But I was just looking on maps, and this might have been the selling point for me. It opened in 1893. It is one of the oldest continually running attractions in Florida. And it has 24 different species of crocodiles. They say crocodilians. The fact that it's been open since 1893 is pretty cool. Maybe let's do some alligators and some ice cream. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's an albino alligator under his little heat lamp. They're so still that, like, I almost don't believe they're real. I haven't really seen them move much, which was crazy. He's staring at me though, I think. I don't like that. Oh, he has a red eye. Look at his red eye. Okay. I am a little spooked by that. I honestly look pretty happy. I am just kind of aimlessly walking, seeing what we see. The great down under. I will say, doing tourist things in the middle of a Monday in the winter is the way to go. There's like nobody around. Hi. There's this whole big walk around trail that like really mimics what their environment is like in nature. And they're all sunning on rocks today. Holy smokes, that's terrifying. There's hundreds. I'm going down this like boardwalk and it's full of all different crocodiles from different parts of Asia. And honestly, despite the creatures that could actually take my life, it feels very zen and very spa-like over here. This guy's kind of cute. Let me show you, he's got big eyes. Kind of cute and little, he got sharp teeth though. You can do a ropes course and a zip line above all of these enclosures of crocodiles. And tell me why that's kind of tempting. I kind of want to do that alone.
I feel like you're just here for the zip line. All you do all day is go on the zip line.
Guys, look at these bearded cuties. Wait, let's go get a close-up of them. Laugh out loud. Oh my gosh, this is so messy. I got a soft serve and an ice cream sandwich to taste test them both for you because they have gluten-free cones and gluten-free ice cream sandwiches, and the owners were there and they were so nice, and I was the only one in there, and I was like, you can see vanilla specks in this ice cream. Can you see it? I think I just got to give a couple bites of this and then find a cup or something to put it in because it is dripping so fast. Oh, that's a good soft serve. Oh my gosh. I set the ice cream aside to try the cone. It's like a sugar cookie cone. Okay, but I'm so excited for the ice cream sandwich. Wait for it. This is a vegan, gluten-free, strawberry shortcake ice cream sandwich. Look at that. That's a big boy. Okay, don't watch me bite. I'm feeling self-conscious. Whoa. The strawberries are bright, but it's subtle. I like how like nutty the cookie is though. It's like kind of between a cookie and a protein bar, which holds really well with ice cream. It doesn't get too like firm when it's frozen, if that makes sense. Almost like a nut butter. It's so cute. Okay guys, I have a surprise for you. Jordy just called me at ice cream and I said, I'm trying to decide my next steps. I have two choices. He goes, what are they? And I was like, actually, can you decide which I do between these two things? He's like, sure. And I said, A, go try to find an antique or a vintage store. B, go to a capybara cafe where you actually sit with those animals. I hope I'm saying it right. Capybara? And he said, definitely do that. And I said, even if it's $49? And he said, yeah. And I said, okay. So I just pulled up. It's in a very unsuspecting little kind of like strip center, kind of right off of a busy highway. I don't know if you have to make reservations. I'm kind of just, oh, book your encounter today. There's a QR code. I'm gonna scan it and see what it says. I hope this works out. If not, I'm deleting this clip. Oh my gosh, I'm so lucky. It's 3:56 and there was 2 slots left for the whole day at the 4 p.m. time. So I just booked this. Okay. Sign my waiver. Okay, I gotta sign this fast because it's starting right now. Was a really fun experience. I learned so much about cappies. We're on a first name basis now instead of capybaras, cappies. I don't know why they called it a cafe. I must have totally missed the part where they have like coffee and drinks and stuff, but it's already an hour until sunset. So we're kind of fighting the clock because I really want to go to the beach for sunset, but I noticed this little area over here that has quite a few kind of more vintage looking stores. It's 5 o'clock right now. A lot of shops close at 5. Some of them close at 5:30. So I'm just gonna see if I can find at least one to pop into and explore a little bit of a shop. So that we get a little bit of that in this vlog too. There was one that, here it is, Cool and Collected. Is technically listed as a antique type store. So let's try that. And it says 5:30. Wow, it's so cute and mid-century in here. So many little things to look at. This is basically a huge house with a ton of rooms, and it just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. You could spend a lot of time in here. It's a shame I'm trying to rush. That little shop was so cute. All the shop owners here and like the ice cream shop owner and everybody like that are so nice. They actually remind me a lot of Texas. Oh my gosh, you guys almost fell. She also gave me advice on where to do sunset. I told her I was debating between a couple spots and I've decided on Porpoise Point. But I'm coming home back here to put on a sweater. And I also just feel kind of weird. I'm like, I need probiotics. I need electrolytes. I'm making myself a big full water bottle to drink this whole thing. I think it's just the fact that all I've had today were probably coconut-derived products. That's on me. But I got on my fish sweater, and maybe we'll see some porpoises or dolphins. Wow, that's already making me feel better. It's crazy sometimes when I have just a sip of electrolytes, immediately like blood goes to my brain and I feel like I'm coming through a haze. Let's go see what a Florida sunset, an East Coast sunless sunset is really like. I'm excited. Some soft sand. Those clouds are gonna get colorful. I can already tell. We're gonna get some pink. The sunset hasn't even fully started yet and it's already picking up some color. That's exciting. Perfect day. Sorry, I know I'm being annoying. I am fully aware. Sometimes I just can't contain it. The thing is, I need you guys to know, deep down, maybe even not that deep down, I am annoying. So annoying. I really try to control it on the internet, but kind of trying less these days, so buckle up. Probably comes with your 30s, and we're getting close. Bye, Lighthouse. Let's go get some dinner. I just called the restaurant that I want to go to. They don't let you make reservations online for one. And I was like, it's a Monday night. I'll just walk in. But I'm glad I called because I don't know. My heart's set on it. And I was like, hi, just wondering, would y'all take a walk-in for one? And she goes, let me see what we got. And I was like, oh gosh, maybe they're fully booked up on a Monday. She's like, we could fit you in at like 7:45. I was like, say less, that's perfect. The spot is called Llama. It's Peruvian and they label gluten-free and they have a lot of like seafood type things, which is right up my alley. So, so that I don't bring my big tote bag, I think I'm just going to leave this camera here and get some clips on my phone and have a little solo date. I love a solo date. I'm so excited. I love dining alone because it makes me still a slight bit uncomfortable and that's good for character. And so then afterward, I feel really proud. And you get to eavesdrop on everyone's conversations because you're not talking to anybody. And it's really fun, the things that you can hear and you're not even trying to hear. You just can't help it because nobody's talking to you. It's fun, okay? Try it sometime.